Let's pick it up from today, man. Our first MLS experience, bro. Like, how was it to you? What are your first thoughts on seeing? Was that your first ever MLS game?
Yeah, definitely was my first ever MLS game actually. Um, yeah, the experience was actually great to be honest. Like knowing MLS now, like knowing MLS, in comparison to like Premier League and other leagues,
Right.
like, but my first match, I mean, they played against LA Galaxy and came from 1-0 down, so it was pretty exciting. So,
Yeah. I mean, for me, like I've always been watching. Not always, but I've been keeping tabs from afar. Right. I don't watch too many of the games, but every now and then I catch every soccer game, like every football game. I don't care who is playing, I might watch. So MLS I've been watching from afar, but this season I'm trying to dive deep to be involved to follow it, right? And obviously when Dallas, right, we have to follow our local team. But today it was pretty amazing. The first live game against we don't know when you guys will be seeing this, but yeah, our first live game against LA Galaxy. We actually went to the Toyota stadium today. The atmosphere was crazy, right? It
hmm
was crazy.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting too much.
Yeah, yeah, to be honest, but I mean, you just never know. Like I didn't, the amount of people that turned up was, crazy, and the support again,
Yeah,
from the fans were, really, really amazing. So like, yeah, it was a great, experience.
yeah. Watching MLS all these years, we always see it as like the retirement league, right? But I think it has grown past that. That's grown past that
For
as well.
sure, yeah, yeah. MLS right now, like, it's like more of like it's more like the like it's looking like an horizon right now for like like a place to scout great talents from. You get it's not you know it's getting past that, or when top players from these top leagues just come and retire, but there've been some actual great talents,
Yeah.
like the likes of Miguel Amaron right now,
Mhm.
Alfonso Davis. So pretty, it's really interesting seeing how seeing the growth right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's insane because right now there's a lot of money being put into the game. Of course, US is part of the host for the next World Cup, so invariably there's going to be an impact on like US soccer national team. All right, and MLS over the years it has grown, like you rightly said. There's always that competition with the Mexican League, right? The Mexican League is way above the MLS in terms of participation, fan participation, talent,
Yeah,
of course. But right now, we're seeing a lot of influx of South American talent into MLS. We're seeing local talent like American players as well, and even some African players here. So it's crazy. It's crazy the growth, and yeah, I want to be at the forefront of the growth. Right, we're adopting Dallas, man. Dallas is our team. Go Dallas.
yeah,
Yeah,
FC Dallas.
boy. Yeah, that boy is Jesus Ferreira. That's a baller right there, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
like I can't, like Ferreira, just so it's like there's so much to write. There's so much to say about him. Young, great talent. Very composed on the ball, can finish. Has a very great sense of positioning. So yeah, like I really look forward to him playing in the top five leagues.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I really don't expect him to stay in Dallas for
yeah. Same,
too long.
same. Yeah, let's just go straight to your Manchester United, man. You guys are so annoying. Like this season, you guys are just flying high.
Yeah, I mean, like you gotta you gotta give it to us too now. We've come a long way, and to be honest, like I know to me personally, we still have I won't, really celebrate yet that much because I know, it's just the Carabao Cup, to be honest. But I mean, it's still something. We still have a very long way to go. I mean, I want us to go as far as the Europa this season, and we are still in the title race as well.
Yeah.
So and we're still,
There's something about the Carabao Cup though. It feels to me like the Carabao Cup always kickstarts something great, like something great from a team. Right? I remember all these years ago when Mourinho came to Chelsea, and we were gaining momentum. We were like, one of those teams where, oh, like what team? What's wrong with this team? Are they about to break in? I think Carabao Cup was one of the first ones we won, right?
oh,
At the beginning of that era, that Mourinho era that marked, the beginning of greater things for Chelsea. And I think Man City as well, before they won the league, you know, they had to do the Carabao Cup first. So something about the Carabao Cup that starts an era for a great team, in my opinion. So it feels more or less the same for Manchester United right now. You guys are on the high, win the Carabao Cup. You have that at your back pockets, like an insurance. It's okay, at least, because if you can win the Carabao Cup, it breeds belief, it breeds confidence. Exactly, like everybody. Okay, we have something to point to. When you are building something and you win something tangible, it adds a lot to the togetherness of the squad and other players outside, that are trying to sign. Will be like, oh, this team has something going for them. I think they are building something. So it might be the start of something great. Obviously, for me, that's not too encouraging, but this is the way I see it. I have to call it the way I see it. Just like Arsenal, Man U, right? I mean, amazing this season. I'm not gonna lie. As much as it hurts me to say, but
yeah, I know. You've always been a Man U and Arsenal hater, so yeah,
no, I'm more like a Chelsea fan. So obviously, Chelsea fans, bro. We can't like Arsenal, Man U, historically. Recent history, most especially, it's Man U. Back those days with Fergie, you're always going at it. But yeah, man, happy to see you guys. Not happy, but happy, whatever, man. Happy to see you guys at the top doing your thing. I mean, I like the thing about me is that I think as much as I hate those teams, it's hard for me to hate on success. Like I hate those teams, right? I hate them with everything in me, but there's just something about success that I don't know. I can't hate on people winning. Like I'll hate them.
yeah,
I hate to see them win, but at the
yeah.
end of the day, I'm like, man, these
Yeah, I
guys
mean,
are very.
that's just, that's like just part of like the beauty of the sport and everything. Like, football is so, is a very, very, it's a sport that is very, very, that can be very, very emotional at times. So, like, yeah, I totally get what you're saying. The emotion sometimes as a man you find as well. Like, that's one thing about me. I love to see, not even only when, clubs do it, but when players do it, especially when young talents do it as
Bro,
well.
yeah,
So if I see a young talent doing well in Chelsea, and I was, oh, yeah, why is this guy not in my team? He could have been my team better, but
right,
I'm happy for the guy. Obviously,
yeah,
I'm not gonna hate on.
yeah.
Because,
On a human level, on
yeah,
a human
but
level,
on a club level, like it's like, oh, you're my up now. Like
yeah,
I can't, you're still my
for
up.
sure, for
So
sure, for sure.
yeah, like so yeah, can't hate on success for sure, but you know, it's team rivalries are still gonna be there. So
Yeah, still. But I mean, I have a take though. Might be a wild take. I think I'll save this for another day. But I think rivalries are not like they used to be before. But I don't know, man. I feel like that's too much to dive into. Of
yeah,
course, we still have those classic derbies, those classicals, whatever you want to call them. But I just feel like with social media and the way we see behind the scenes, before, bro, I don't think I could imagine. Because now it looks like all the players are friends.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
social media, we're seeing them, go out after
yeah.
games, commenting on each other's posts.
It was,
But
yeah,
back in the day, like
yeah, it was
in the
intense.
2000s, bro, I don't think Terry, Ferdinand, Vidic, they will ever hang out or something. You know what I'm saying? But now, bro, I know Mason Mount, and then Phil Foden, Grealish, Rashford,
Yeah, all
Sancho,
guys now.
Saka. They feel like they are guys. I
Yeah.
mean, of course they are guys. I'm not saying they hate each other, but I mean, it might just be only in England. I think Spain, they still have that edge. Madrid, I don't think Madrid and Barca players are really
Oh yeah, there
cool
for
like
sure.
that.
In El Clasico, has been like for over a century right now. Since the time of Figo and those, Figo,
Even,
Carlos, those times, like, man, still up onto even, but to up onto now, but most recently, it was just
Messi versus yeah,
Ronaldo,
Messi versus
Messi
Ronaldo.
and Ronaldo. But even right now, I feel like it has still come down right now because
But I don't. Of course, like Messi and Ronaldo took something away from the Clásicos, but I think the Clásicos and the Madrid derby are still, a bit feisty. But even up until Balotelli and Balotelli Man City and Balotelli, why always me? Man City versus Man U, right?
yeah,
It still felt like there was that edge. But lately, of course, the game is always going to be big, but there's no that hatred. I don't see that hatred anymore between the two
against
teams.
teams, yeah.
Like, but I mean, that's
You
just the
know,
modern game. The modern
yeah,
game, bro.
like football actually, is changing right now. I would say, like, you know, right now, there's a lot of other things involved. It's more, it's more like turning like into like back there. There's a lot of money in football now. A lot of investment. A lot of Arab people investing and things. So it's more like a business than it was then. So the entertainment is still there, and the rivalries and all these things are part of what makes brings the entertainment. But right now, it's also like about the money too. So
Yeah.
like, I feel like that has played a very very big part as well, and yeah, yeah, that has played a very very big role, in these rivalries. But I mean, I feel like some rivalries like the London derbies for sure, like
Yeah, always there. Yeah.
Arsenal, Chelsea, is still common. Like
Arsenal Spurs. Yeah,
at
of
least,
course. I'm just saying, like, it took something away.
yeah,
Like,
like
is
at
the
least in a game, there's always like a beef or or like a small argument between players. That so yeah, I get what you're saying, but not
yeah.
like before though. Like the Henry, those Henry, Drogba
Right.
days.
Right. Yeah, man. Like, I feel like old heads always compare and say, "Oh, during our time, it was this."
Yeah,
Like things always change. I'm sure, like next generation, next generation needs to be different as well. And they'll be like, "Oh man, doing Mbappe and Haaland." This is about things always change for sure. Yeah. So I want to see some players, some young players, and see. I'll ask you some young players. I'll see which one, like, would you rather have in your team? So, Vini Junior or Saka?
okay, yeah, that's a tough one, but yeah, to be honest, I feel like I would rather have Saka in my team because there's I mean Vini Junior is very very good as well, but with Saka, like there's just a different style to his game, and to be honest, apart from yeah, obviously like I rate um the player's ability first, before their attitude and everything in the game. But Saka is apart from him, being skillful, being a goal scorer, and being very very good at what he does at the wing. He's also there's also something about him. He's a very very and you don't see it in a lot of young players these days. He shows humility. He's very humble. He shows that he wants to do the work. He listens to, he follows instructions. And I'm not saying Vinny Junior does not do that. But I feel like Vinny Junior. He's also a very great player. I mean, very very pacey. Can can dribble, he can also score. I mean, was part of Ballon d'Or's top 10 list, last season. So won the Champions League, scored the winning goal in the Champions League. So um, yeah, Vini Junior is a very very great player, but you know like so I just feel like Saka for me, it will be a better player for my team because if I have a player like Saka on my team, Saka, you know, always he always has a great relationship with not just his teammates but his coaches as well. Shows great work ethic. That's what I'm looking for apart from skill. Like, I want to see that zeal. I want to see, that seriousness in the player. So I feel like yeah, Saka.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear what you say. It's a close call, but for me, I mean, I just like that. A South American flair, or that's
Yeah.
in my team. I think we've liked that for a while. So Vini, bro, Vini is the man for the big
Yeah,
moments.
I
Like,
know, I know you picked Vini
the
because
star power. Bro, I
Saka
hear,
is an Arsenal
I
fan.
know, I know, no.
He's an Arsenal player.
I hear how you say about everything you said about Saka. I agree, but for me, bro, I think I'll go Vini because
Yeah. And
he has that X factor. You can create something out of nothing. He's annoying too. I always tell you like he's annoying. I like Saka's directness, but I think you just need a player with that X factor where you don't know what he can do. He can pull out of his hat at any given time.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like Vini is that man. I might be wrong, but for now, I think Vini is the man for the big occasion. Obviously, Champions League final.
Yeah, yeah.
Saka is getting there. It's getting there, but I think that's the edge. I don't know about their stats.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe
mean,
Saka has more goals or whatever. But excuse
Yeah.
me, but I feel like Vini is that man. But he's in that level with Neymar Jr. He has some rough edges that needs to be fine tuned. Like Neymar can pull anything out of his heart any given day. So yeah, I think for me I'll go for Vini. How about so it's funny, Pedri or Gavi?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, those two guys, those two young guys. Yeah, great players, fantastic players, very, very great partnership in the midfield.
Well, you guys just ran rings around there. This I think a couple weeks ago in the UEFA
yeah,
UEFA Cup.
in I feel like, because um to be honest, I feel like there are a lot of reasons part of it. I feel like, part of it might be a reason uh part of it might be, I think I would say Xavi is, being more focused, the on the La Liga title, and I think he also has to
Yeah,
rest
I
some
forgot about
players.
that game for a second. Pedri versus Gavi. Pedri versus Gavi.
Yeah, Pedri. I'll say Pedri because Gavi is a very great player, but Pedri is
Yeah, I think it's
fantastic.
unfair for me to say Pedri versus Gavi, but I think Pedri has the edge over Gavi. Pedri is like
Pedri is
more
very
mature.
good going forward. He can score goals, very skillful. Can pass the ball. Gavi, great player. Very 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 good defensive player.
But
can try
Gavi's
to
just
have
annoying to me.
why
Gavi's annoying, bro. He just has this some antics in his game. So, bro, he's just annoying. As a player, I don't like to play against. Like I don't like for my team to play against, even against Man U. There's some things he was doing. He can get like that odd yellow card. He can pile up yellow cards, probably even red card. He can lose his head. It feels like someone. I don't know if he has done it, but it feels like someone that can lose his head. But Pedri is a little bit more probably unfair to put the two of them against
Yeah.
each other. But that's the point, right?
yeah
Well,
yeah.
I mean, anyone you go for, I
Yeah,
don't.
Pedri. I'll pick Pedri. Yeah, definitely. I feel like Pedri will add a lot more, to my team, which doesn't take anything from Gavi. Gavi is a very
Yeah.
good player, but for me, I would go with Pedri.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I'll go Pedri too. Um, In the Prem, what are the young players like your eyes are on in the Prem right now? Like Premier League, what players, what young players would you say I like my team to have?
Oh yeah. To be honest, young players. Um, I definitely want my team to have Almiron.
Bro,
That
Amaron
guy,
is not young, bro. Amaron is 29.
20. Yeah, never mind, guys. I thought. I mean, he
He
looks
looks young,
young.
right?
I'm sorry.
Nah, you
Yeah,
good, man, bro.
yeah. I over was a lot more younger, probably. But yeah, young players like young players in the Prem. Yeah, Prem has a lot of good talent. I would say, what's this guy's name?
Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli. Uh, excuse me, but Martinelli. To be honest, I think with McAllister, is he
I don't
good
think
too?
he's that young.
Yeah,
Probably I don't know his age, but I don't think he's that
but
young, right?
yeah, I feel like if he is, like
But either ways, McAllister will be a good addition to
I
a
feel like
team.
McAllister would be a very watching how he played and how he even in World Cup but for Argentina,
Yeah,
but how he played
I've been
he
playing for
plays
Brighton.
in Brighton,
Hmm.
and Brighton is known for bringing very very good talents. There's so I feel like yeah, McAllister. I would love to have that guy in my team.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So
yeah.
let's switch it up a bit, right? Let's do five-a-side.
Okay.
Man United five-a-side draft style. So you want to go first? We go like we take
No, you
turns.
can go first.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's say we start. We start with the goalie. Manchester United goalie. I think I'll go Peter Schmeichel as my goalie.
Okay.
My five-a-side. Which you have for your goalie?
Van der Sar.
Bro, so yeah, you guys, so you leaving the gear out.
De Gea is a very man. Shout out to De Gea, man. Shout out to De Gea. Like being thugging it out with United. Big respect for you, my guy. I love you so much, but Van der Sar is just.
Yeah, I'll go with the OG, right?
Yeah.
So we're going OG, Schmeichel, Van der Sar. All right, so, bro, I had the first pick. I think I'm always going to. My team is probably going to be better than yours. Defense, man. For my defense, I think I have my guy, man. I think I have my guy Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. Okay. Oh, good pick. Good pick. For defense, I think I'll go with Vidic.
Vidic,
Yeah.
not bad. Midfield, in a five-a-side game, bro, I have to have Scholes.
Oh.
Scholes has to be in there for me. Sorry,
Your
man.
midfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, good option, great option.
so
great option.
I have Schmeichel, I have Ferdinand, and I have
Scholes.
Scholes. So remaining, I have left two.
Wait, so just two more. My midfield. Okay, my midfield. Okay, that's a very big one, but yeah. To be honest, my midfield. I would say Giggs.
Gigs. You can have gigs in the midfield. You can.
Giggs
I mean, it's normally like winger,
like a winger, but
yeah.
but I know he can also play like that midfield. So I think I'll have Giggs as a midfielder, but
Yeah, you have some options, but I won't tell you because I don't want your team to be better than my team.
okay.
Then attack, boy, I hated this guy. I didn't like this guy for anything, but bro, this guy will work his socks off for you.
I think I know.
You know what I'm about to say? Waza, man, I'm going Rooney.
Oh no, no. Oh my god, that's like my favorite all-time my player, but okay. For attack, I think you already know who I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I know.
You already know who I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with. Yeah, for attack, to be honest, what? I might switch it up. For my attack, I would have Cantona.
Okay, I see when 90s there, some OG Cantona, OG Eric. Uh, bro, I mean, you know who I'm going to speak, right?
I know.
All right, I think the best, in my opinion, the best player to come through your team. That boy, give me that boy, man. Give me that boy, CR7.
Okay,
Give me that boy, Ronaldo.
Okay, yeah, great. For me, um, attack, I would say, hmm, for my attack, I would put, you know what I'm going to put, right?
Nah, I don't
You don't
actually. I
knew
don't. I
you
don't.
But you know, I've been picking a lot of OGs. You know, well, man, let me try to go. You know, a little bit
Oh
recent.
my goodness! Don't do that.
let me let me try to let me try to
Oh
go a little
man,
bit.
recency bias.
No.
Go, where are you going? I know where I'm going already.
Oh.
Rashford. Bro, your team is not coming close to my team. Bro, you guys are getting.
I was actually going to go for um Vani Staroy, but yeah, I mean,
You go Rashford.
my boy Rashford.
Bro, let us know whose team is better, man. Whose team is better. I have Ronaldo on my team. I have Scholes on my team. I have Rooney on my team. Stop. And I have Ferdinand.
Because you had the first pick.
Bro, you had options to pick Becks. You had Beckham. You could have picked Beckham. You could have even gone Ronaldo. You gave me the chance. You went Cantona. You gave me the choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I still a solid team.
I had a reason. I have my reasons for not picking Ronaldo. I feel like you should know.
Bro, I still holding that grudge.
Nah,
like
that like I mean, Man U fans know. I mean, there are Man U fans that like still. I still love Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, but you already know that. Wow, yeah. So
don't talk too much.
Yeah.
You already know why you pick Ronaldo. And man, like this was really fun. This was really fun. I think we had some nice conversations. I mean, anytime we link up, we definitely have to do this. Mm-hmm. Like you guys are going. What's your prediction for your team? Just to round this up to cap this episode, right? What's your prediction for your team
this season?
Yeah.
How they'll finish this season?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I see us definitely finishing top 4 this season in the league. Probably third, maybe second. You never know. But I definitely, see that top 4 finish in the Premier League, and I see at least like a semi-final or a final Europa League match, and yeah, that's what I see this season. I see us doing that this season. So.
All right. I hear you. That makes sense. I think those, judging from your form right now, a little bit realistic, semi-final, final Europa League, considering the teams that are left. But yeah, man, it was nice to have you.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me here, man.
For sure.